It's a genetically modified patent. What is abiotic stress? It's drought, it's heavy metal contamination, too much moisture. Everything that geoengineering creates, Monsanto has a patent. So if you look back at the weather disasters, we put together a chart which we cover in the film. For every weather disaster, Monsanto sales coincide. They go up. And the EPA estimates that we will see a continued rise in abiotic stress to go up, I believe, 50% more in the next 30 years, if I got that quote correct. And again, geoengineering creates all of these abiotic stresses. Bill Gates, who is very open about funding geoengineering research, now has invested heavily in Monsanto. So through his investment in geoengineering, which without a doubt destroys natural organic crops, he's making a ton of money on the back end through his investment in Monsanto. And getting into the deeper, which I know that you wanted to get into, this is a complete corporatization of natural systems. It's what every religion talks about in the end times. And if I could just share my experience when I live in Hawaii, I lived on an organic farm, and we live a very beautiful life, and we grow our own food, and we're essentially independent from this corporate system. We walk outside, we eat fruit from the trees, and I really believe that is the balance of nature, and that is how we were meant to live. But corporations do not gain power from this. So what this is, it's this corporate system, this corporate governmental conglomerate, I call it the beast, that wants to control everything. So through the death in destruction and through the genetic modification as a solution, they literally usurp the authority of God or the authority of nature and bring it under the authority of corporations, which these entities control. Again, this is about changing natural systems, because natural systems do not benefit the corporate system. So through death and destruction, again, that shift of power is taking place. But we're not going to let it happen. It's
right.
That's the beautiful thing, and some of the things that we discuss, are very concerning. But the film "Why in the World Are They Spraying?" Can I tag my website as well?
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's whyintheworldarethayspraying.com, and the response has just been great. The first film woke millions up, and we believe this is going to wake up, 5 times more. We only hope and pray. But I'm having an aluminum moment, if I could. I lost my train of thought.
See, that's what the aluminum's for.
That's what the aluminum is for, and I've been getting that, so I'm doing what I can to chelate. But just the power of the human spirit, and I've seen a lot of people address this in this issue, and some address it in anger, which is hard not to do. Others address this issue in fear. I address this in faith, because I believe in the power of the human spirit, and I believe that we have a tremendous amount of authority over this earth when we exercise it, and just the power of us collectively standing up, speaking and saying, we will not participate and we will not allow this to happen. So we ask the question, why in the world are they spraying? And the answer is quite simple: because we allow it.
Right. Yeah. If we allow it, we're doing a collective suicide on a mass level, simply by not participating and saying no to this, because this simply cannot go on. I mean, this is probably one of the worst things happening, and it's probably the least known about.
Absolutely. And, well, we've seen, a tremendous awakening is happening. And from my standpoint, now people all over are waking up. I firmly believe our next film, the way it's presented, will break this open. And I mean that. And the first film was great. We encourage everybody who purchases DVDs to make copies and hand out for free. We now have ordinances in Maui, Hawaii. There's an ordinance in Suffolk County, New York. So people are starting to get active. They're starting to address this. And elected officials at the lower level, like in the county level, are starting to recognize the importance of this. So we are making a difference. And it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. Again, I'm very hopeful that that humanity collectively will stand up. For the first time, we have an issue that affects each and every living thing on the planet. So with that, we can create this unity where we collectively stand up and say, no, we're going to reclaim our planet, we're going to restore our planet, and we're going to create the future that we want for ourselves and for our children. And that future, for me, includes clean air, clean water, and fresh air to breathe.
Yeah, and just the right to live out our lives, because we've been systematically disempowered, and we've allowed this to happen. We've given over our power to governments, to religions, to corporations, to organizations, and now we're starting to see that we need to take responsibility so we can respond with ability to some of these things that are happening. And if we don't take a stand, and I think we are, I wrote an article for this last issue called Reality Check. And basically it's, what if the masters, the spiritual masters were right? You know, it all starts from inside, but we have to do what we can do out there. You know, like in the Middle East, they have this saying, believe in Allah, but tie up your camel first. You know, it's like a balance. You have to do what you can do, make documentaries, spread the word and everything, and at the same time do the inner work of transforming your consciousness to a higher level, because whatever the problem is that we're talking about, we really don't know what the answer is yet, because it's going to come from a higher level of consciousness. But we've got to slow this thing down so it doesn't destroy us before we can get to the point of transformation.
And yes, and I believe that transformation is happening. And it was interesting when I started both films, I had no intention of starting a film, and the pieces came together. When I took the step forward, I was like a magnet, you know, and I saw the higher power working and putting things into place, and that's how I became aware that, yes, I'm supposed to be doing this. This is not something that I want to do. It's not something that really any of us who are involved in want to even address. I would like to wake up tomorrow and say this is not happening and go on with my life, but we're called to address this, and in doing so, we have that help. We have that power, we have that guiding, we have that leading, and that is when the miracles happen. And when people begin to realize the power that we have and that can manifest through us, right, when addressing this, that's when we will see change, and that's what's happening. So that transformation starts within each and every one of us. It starts with a consciousness in the awakening, and then manifesting that power through us. And it's happening, and it's a beautiful thing, you know.
Yep.
It's you know, the last thing I would ever want people to do is say, oh no, we're being sprayed. And I hear it all the time. People say, you know, oh no, we're powerless, we're hopeless, this is terrible, I don't want to look at it. No. That's the wrong way to look at this. Yes, some terrible things are happening, but we are the ones that have been called. And we have this wonderful, not only obligation, but opportunity to address it. We're the first generation in humanity that really has the ability to turn this boat around in an issue that, again, affects each and every one of us. This is not just an issue in Africa. This is not just a political issue in the U.S. This is humanity. This is our issue. This is the issue that we have been chosen to address, and it is happening. I'm very excited to be a part of this transformation, this awakening. And
well, first of all, Michael, I think the movie's doing you. I'm not too sure you're doing the movie. I think the movie it's taking on a life of its own, you know. Yes. But you know, I talk with people all the time, and what comes up for me is whatever the powers that be are, and we could get into a long dissertation about who they are, but whatever that is, there was two things that they haven't counted on. One was the internet, this right here. I mean, this is amazing to be able to get out to so many people. But two is women coming into power positions of influence where they can really start making influential decisions. And at the same time, men stepping aside and walking side by side with women to let this happen. Because right now we need nurturing energy more than ever. And it seems like women and men that are balanced are really, really connected with the energy and the consciousness of the planet and what the planet needs. I mean, this is our home, our only home, maybe, but for now, it's our only home.
This is our home. It's being destroyed right now, so we have to stand up and reclaim it. And that reclamation is happening. It is.
Well,
the transformation is happening.
We're going to let you go right now because I know you're busy, but I'm going to help you get the word out, and maybe shoot me an email later and give me your mailing address, and I'll mail you a few magazines when they come out.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. I'll reply to it right now, and you're welcome to use the trailer as well. We have two trailers.
I actually have the trailer on my blog.
Awesome, thank you you so much.
Yep.
Yeah,
we're already out there, Michael.
All right. Thanks for all your work. If there's any artwork or anything that you need for the magazine, please contact me, and I'll get you out some of our artwork.
Okay.
We have posters on the website. You might be able to pull from that. You should be able to pull from that. But I'm very appreciative of all of your support, everything that you've done. And I know you got the magazine out into every public place. And, yeah, how important that is.
Yeah, we spread that thing around.
I know you do. It's awesome.
All right, Michael, you have a good day, and thank you very much for your time.
All right, thanks.
All right, bye-bye.
Blessings. Okay.